Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, I'm the Kool Uncle. Yeah, hey.
Do it, man. Oh yeah, y'all got me in here in the daytime today. Y'all, yeah, wake up, wake that ass
wake
up.
that game up. Hey, man.
Yeah.
First of the month.
Yeah, right.
Wake up, get up.
That's a fact,
Hey,
man.
the early bird gets the worm. You feel me?
Hey, man, first episode of daytime, man. I like it. You know, I be up, man.
Man.
Nighttime, I be tired and shit, bro.
I think we all be up because we getting them 7 a.m. texts. You feel me? We be responding
all day long.
Listen, man, once I hit 35, bedtime was 8:30.
Oh, yeah. I don't know nothing about that.
You know, after 40, you got to get those naps.
Oh yeah.
When you plan on going out for the night,
You got to do a power nap?
you got to get the power nap.
Mandatory.
Oh, damn.
Sleepcalculator.com.
You talking about 40 shit? I do that right now.
All right, man, you an old soul, man. I
Man,
don't go to
listen.
sleep till 3 a.m.
I'm
And
telling
I'll
you,
be up
look,
at 7.
I had this thought the other day, bro. I was thinking, it's funny because all my friends always been like 10 years plus older than me growing
Right.
up. So I always was kicking it with older cats.
Yeah.
I feel like now that I'm about to be 38, I feel like I'm finally catching up to my soul now. Like I feel like more comfortable now
Oh, yeah.
than I ever felt before
Yep.
because now I finally get to play that unk role that I felt like I always been
You've been
in.
living for this moment. huh?
Exactly. I've been waiting for 40. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting on it. So
Lou, you all shaved up. You looking good.
I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. I had to, you know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
man. I said I'm coming a little rugged today. I said,
Hey, man, that's what happened when you got job interviews and shit you got to go to. You know what I'm
The
saying?
new record label.
And he going somewhere after. That's why a little pre-gaming right now.
Yeah, I should have got stopped at the store, got something. Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with the ex co-workers for a little bit.
Okay, that's what's up, man. But shit, man, I think it's a lot going on in the industry right now.
Man,
You
To
know, we
say
got
the
the
least.
Drake UMG situation going on right now. Kung Fu Kenny is doing his thing, and turning the TV off,
Right.
on our mans, So we gonna jump into that and try to get an understanding of what's going on, man. We're gonna really talk into the details of the lawsuit and how that's all panning out, and really what I think we're gonna touch on like two different perspectives.
right.
The street perspective and the business perspective.
Right.
Yeah,
And I got a question for Lou, because Lou come from that battle rap. Like, imagine somebody you gas up on and nigga come sue you. How would you feel when nigga really sue you, bro?
Well, first of all, when I was battling way before when it was still elementary style battle rap. When you rap to a beat and
Right.
you just really off the dome, this new shit that I get slaughtered in this new era, they'll tear my ass
No
up in this new
beatboxing?
shit. Yeah, we used to beatbox too, yeah, but it wasn't none of that. These niggas got rounds premeditated now, and we wasn't doing all that. But it's ugly, man. It's ugly, bro.
Yeah.
It's ugly. It's what they say, nasty work. I don't even nasty work. That's nasty work, bro.
yeah, for
That
sure.
is nasty work, bro.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
I know we're gonna get into it, the other side of it, the legal part of it, but just he got indicted for being basically a culture vulture. That was the charge
Right.
against him in the court of public opinion and cultural opinion.
Right.
And then you go do the most anti-culture, anti-hip hop shit you could possibly do. And that's the thing. I know this ain't gonna be the popular opinion, but I always been a Drake fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bigger
Right.
Kendrick fan, but I always liked Drake's
Yeah,
music.
for sure.
I've actually, as an artist, been inspired by his earlier work. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real.
I thought it was dope. So
I was a Cash Money fan, so anybody that came through that umbrella, bro,
yeah.
they had my vote if they was good.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
And Drake was too damn good. You feel me?
And I remember Kendrick called him out on it, but I remember when he started making that transition, when he started talking tough on records.
Right.
When he started, because I was like, because that's why I liked it, because it was like he was under that Kanye umbrella of like just being yourself, not having to act hard. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember when he made that transition and started talking tough and the mob shit, and I was like,
But you,
it kind of, as a fan, it was like, I don't really want to hear that. So it was interesting to hear Kendrick, like, you know what I'm saying? I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake
But
when
see,
he act
that goes back to Kendrick, what he was saying. You feel me? They go back. Kendrick,
Yeah.
Drake, only reason why we accepted those songs from Drake is because who he was featured on a song with.
Right. Yeah. Right.
For the main part. Like,
Right.
yeah, he had a couple of tough songs where he by himself, but once we start accepting it, is when the Future, the 21 Savage, the Young Thug, like when he started doing those collabs.
That was way later too. That was
Yeah.
like yeah.
But that's when we just like, all right, we accept it now. It's just like we ain't even gonna like feel a way about it. We just gonna accept it.
Yeah, that. But to bring it back to what we were talking about, that it's just ugly, man. That you can't as a fan, you like it make you be like, shit. I really can't. I can't even judge. I can't.
Yeah. He lost cool points with us.
Yeah, I was being as neutral as possible the whole time, even though I knew Kendrick was winning, and I was pulling for him because I got West Coast bias. I'm from out here, so I was like, but I was still being as extremely fair because I knew for me and for most of the world, this battle wasn't just gonna come down to who could rap better. Everybody know Kendrick could rap better.
Yeah.
This was much bigger than that. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't gonna come down to who could out rap who, which we see what really got Kendrick the nail in the coffin was the bop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I caught it from the beginning. I was like, man, he need a bop, bro. Just because of who we battling, he need a bop to.
And
really put a stamp
I said
on
the
it.
same thing. Like I said, the first one that give us a hit out of this is gonna be the winner.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, because these two talented artists, like both their pen games are cold.
Yeah.
Like you feel me? You can't argue that. Like we can't say Drake ain't Drake. Like he's still a GOAT.
You mean Drake's ghostwriting team?
I mean, hey
on,
man,
baby.
however you get it done, man.
No, I'm with you on that.
However you get it done, bro. Because if we think of any other genre, we don't care who write the song.
No, for sure.
It's just hip hop, like. But we already knew Drake had help.
I got a side. We can come back to that later too, because that's a whole conversation in itself. That topic.
But at the end of the day, it's the product, bro. The product is Drake always delivered great product. Kendrick gave us great product. So definitely, I'm Compton biased. So you feel me? I already knew who was gonna win before they even started, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with being biased, as long as you can admit it. You know what I'm saying?
nah.
Yeah, I say from the jump. I always tell everybody, like, look, man, I got West Coast bias, bro. I'm not. It is what it is, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it hurts my feelings that Drake violated the street code with this.
Yeah.
A simple hip hop battle that should have just stayed where it was. It was fun.
Yeah.
In the moment, it was fun.
It was the moment.
I don't think anybody walked away and said, "Oh, I'm not a Drake fan anymore. Oh, I'm not a Kendrick fan." I think people was just like, "Oh, that was just a fun time."
Nah, it was people.
It was.
It
but I
was
think
people
overall,
choosing up, bro.
I think it was no doubt. But I think overall it was just a fun time in hip hop.
Yeah,
It was a
definitely.
fun time in hip hop, and I think if Drake would have came with another bop, just a hit song like he normally does,
Yeah.
he would have been fine. But as of lately, he hasn't been dropping any hit songs. The songs that have been coming out from Drake have just been kind of washed up B-roll type songs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
His few past hit songs have been featured.
right.
You feel me? And he hopping on other people's records.
So could Drake just be suffering from pride issues? You know, he's been on top 10, 15 years, and now the king gets taken down and he can't handle it.
Well, what Kendrick say to?
I think I heard a saying. It was like, well, I think Jay-Z said it. It's like you be the hero so long that you become the villain eventually. And I think that's where of course we ready for the shift in hip hop. It's time for something to change. You feel me? And at this point, the people that was leading the pack got to die off for it to change. You feel me? It has to be growth with new energy. And I think if we look back for the past 10 years, Drake been running the game for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, he been the top dog. Yeah, Kendrick been in and out, but Kendrick never really solidified himself for a 10-year run.
Drake was the most consistent.
He was the most consistent.
Kendrick still is one of the last artists with mystique.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, but Kendrick haven't constantly ran the game for 10 years. Kendrick been on top of the game for 10 years, but not running the game. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Drake been on his championship run, but it's like Kendrick always, anytime he drop, everybody the culture stop, everybody pay attention.
Yeah.
It's like them niggas that get rings during Jordan run or Kobe run. Other teams get rings, but if you still know who dynasty it was, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah, so that's what
Good analogy right there.
Yeah,
So let me run it to you guys like this. Drake saying that the song hit over 900 million streams on Spotify. 900 million. Man, what's the calculations on that? Who got their phone? Lou, you got your phone?
That's crazy.
Do 900. And this is
Point
just
zero zero
this
three?
is just Spotify. Dude,
Ain't no CD.
900 million. Can your phone even do that calculation on there?
I don't know.
Yeah, these
see.
smartphones,
Let's
you go almost
Let
a
me pull
bill.
up the calculator here because I want to fact check this real quick.
900,
man.
yeah, to do it.
900 million
Times .003.
times 0.003.
But let me ask y'all a question.
You know what's crazy? It ain't even that much money.
Let me ask-
2.7 million.
That's a lot of money.
I mean,
but for them,
for
yeah.
900, when you think
Yeah,
about
a lot of streams,
900
yeah.
million, that's a lot of streams,
Yeah.
bro. You know
Bro,
what I'm
that's
saying?
2.7.
Yeah.
Kendrick's independent now. So
Nah, PG Lane got a deal. He got a deal with.
He's
got a
still
deal.
under UMG.
Yeah.
That's why he's suing.
No, that's distribution. I'm saying
Oh.
he as a label, he is his own label.
Oh yeah.
He got
So-
PG Lane. Yeah, they
So
breaking
he
that
owns
pie
his,
down.
he owns his masters.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
He
yeah.
owns his masters and all that. So you figure that off of Spotify alone, 900 million, he saw at least 2.7 mil off of that song. If my calculations
right,
are
right.
Nah, you think he get the whole thing?
No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know how.
That's
he
how much the
splits.
song
I'm
made.
saying the song revenue wise, just off of.
But that's not counting
Spotify.
Apple Music.
That's not counting
counting
Apple,
all the other shit.
Deezer,
Yeah.
YouTube.
But that's my point. Like they stressing like these streams are bots, but I don't know nobody that heard They Not Like Us off Spotify. Everybody that I know heard it from Apple Music or YouTube first.
And I'm gonna tell you where they really eating that, because that motherfucker been all over the radio.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
fuck
yeah.
them streams, nigga.
Oh, yeah.
That radio is paying $5
Yeah.
per play, and that motherfucker been running nonstop.
Yeah.
Bro,
You know what I'm saying?
I was in Houston, and people in the club.
That shit was, hey,
All
bro.
people walking down the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Like, it's culture.
I went to Indianapolis, Indiana, bro, and I think it was July. I'm in the bar with the family.
Hey, and now we got Buster. You know what I'm saying? So that's culture.
Man, yeah.
That is culture, and that is something that Drake hasn't been able to replicate in a long time. He did that with what was it? God's plan.
He did it again. He came with a gang of hits. Yeah,
I
he
mean,
got hits, yeah.
But it's not culture.
I think it's pride. It's not. It's hit songs, but
Yeah.
not culture. Kendrick is the culture. You know what
And
I'm
that's
saying?
why we got G and X for the culture. Like, that was letting that nigga know, like, you can't do this.
we
Like,
turn that TV on.
yeah,
bro.
you turn the TV off because you can't do this.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
not like us.
Yeah.
They not
Yeah.
like us. So out of those 900 million, Drake is claiming that a large amount of those were manipulated to basically defame him and make him feel, make him
Less
less
than,
than what he was. But here's something interesting in this whole deal. From my understanding, Drake's actually going through his contract is getting ready to expire.
Right,
the
right.
one that he boasted about, the 400 million, dropping Give Me 50 and all of this, that, and the other.
Right.
Well, his contract's getting ready to expire, coming close to it, and he's in the process of renegotiating a new contract.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that. They trying to lower his value so they give him a smaller offer.
That's what he's claiming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's what
He's claiming
yeah.
that and basically saying, hey, you know what? I want 600 million now. And this is not facts. I don't know this information, but I want 600 million now. You gave me 400, but I feel like I've been at the top for the last 10, 15 years.
You're right.
So now I want 600. It's kind of like LeBron or
Asking for
LeBron
a
saying,
max right now.
I want the max contract right now.
Leverage. It's all about
And you're on your
leverage.
way out.
They like, oh, you know what? This don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Some people may vote and be like, do it, and they probably would have did it.
Right.
But when this happened, I think it changed everything. And I think at the tables, the executives are like, whoa, hold on.
Yeah, we like, your shit on the decline right now, brother.
But also what Drake claims as well is that people that were inside of the labels
Right.
working on his behalf, they got fired. So he doesn't have any allies on the inside. And this is where he starts talking about the RICO side of things. He's saying, hey, the people that were inside helping me, in other words, people who are inside manipulating my streams and
Right.
making my stuff go,
Right.
they're no longer in there anymore, and I don't have that same leverage. Now, the departments are filled up with Kendrick's people.
Because they both had Universal, right?
They
Yeah,
both
they
are
both
under
there.
the UMG umbrella.
Which is crazy. That's who really winning out of this whole motherfucking thing.
But no,
That's who winning.
you know that I think the label gave them the rights to do the battles. Like, all the music that came out through the battle was through their licensing company, like Drake and Kendrick licensing company, and not UMG.
UMG, they trust me, they eating somewhere.
They distribute it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, the other side, not
We don't know the
distribution.
numbers. We never know. We'll never know the numbers probably.
But if you go look,
deals.
like when They Not Like Us first came out, if you went to go look at the label, it just said Kendrick in LLC or whatever.
PG Lane?
No, it said licensing of Kendrick. And it didn't even say PG Lane. It said Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, so they did it as like their own entity.
Yeah, they had their own. They both had their own licensing deals.
Gotcha.
So once they released the music, it was under them and not.
Interesting.
Feel me?
So here's another crazy point to all of this, and I don't say any of this is crazy. I should take that word back. I think all of this is just shows you how dangerous technology has become. So, what kind of phone you got, Lou?
Android.
Yeah, Android. What you got, D?
iPhone.
All right. So iPhone, we use Siri, right?
Right.
So Drake is claiming that if someone, says a particular song, a Drake song, whatever the case may be, Siri would automatically take them to Not Like Us.
If they said Drake, if they was looking for a Drake song?
Any song.
Mm-hmm.
That's
so basically on the
funny.
backside of Siri,
Yeah.
it was programmed to, if someone says Drake, go to Kendrick.
But is it possible that it's doing that because the algorithm at that time was so, everything was so crazy, like about the, everybody was looking for it, they were typing in battle, trying to find Kendrick shit, trying to find, you know what I mean?
These are the things that Drake is trying to pull out.
Right,
So
yeah.
here's the thing with lawsuits: when things like this happen, if a judge says, okay, this lawsuit has validity,
Yeah.
at that point in time,
They
all
gotta-
sides have to turn over information.
yeah.
Evidence.
Right.
They have to turn over paperwork, files, documents, all
Who
sorts.
logged in? Who was touching the computer at this
All
time?
that now becomes, all that confidential information now has to come to the forefront.
So that's going to shake up all these different companies because now they got to.
And these are all public companies.
Yeah.
So this information is supposed to all be public. So
Yeah.
you have to look at it from a whole completely different light.
Yeah.
So Drake knows this. His
Yeah.
lawyers know this,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying, hey, you know what? If we want to get this information and we want to prove what's really going on, we have to file this lawsuit
Yeah.
and we have to request for these documents. Once we request these documents, then we can start digging through the.
It's basically an audit. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Just saying who did
Absolutely.
what, when, where
Absolutely.
the money went, who did this. That's it.
Yeah. And when you talk about the old days of the industry, when it came to pay for play, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been around.
It's always been around.
But it was just a dinosaur back then. Now
Just
and
moved a
everything
little
on,
different.
on computers.
The record labels would hire a third party will go in and pay the radio station DJs to play songs.
Yeah.
And that will go on the airwaves and then make things popular. Same thing's going on to
Yeah.
this day. So I guess the awkward and strange thing about this is that Drake is benefiting from the same system.
For sure.
Hey, yeah, he has been
Man.
his whole career.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's like, you know what? I'm turning against you guys. Burn it all down.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, like really? Like what are you doing? Is it the pride? It's got to be pride.
Whatever it is, listen.
It's the person, bro. It's his roots. You feel me? They always do that. You feel me? They not like us.
Take my ball and go home.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think. I mean, look, man. As an independent artist myself, burn a motherfucker down. I don't care, because here's the thing: music has been decentralized anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's been going that way. All of these companies, the shit we talk about, the shit we have talked about on here, the Song Trust, Sound Exchange, all these different type of even DistroKid and TuneCore, all these companies are catering towards indie artists. We have the same tools the labels have.
Right.
We might not have the same relationships they have, but we have the same tools they have.
And not even all the access too. Some of the tools are kept just for them, just because.
Right. Yeah.
They bringing in a large revenue or whatever. The case
They got
may
the
be.
biggest market share.
Yeah.
But we still
we got tools
are
to
able to
succeed.
use the tools, right?
Yeah.
And so it's all these conversations. Demiza, Wendy Day, y'all see them on IG. Everybody's having this conversation in the industry, and basically the general consensus is labels don't know what the fuck to do anymore.
Yeah.
They turn into tech companies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So music, I listen, man. Like I said, burn the motherfucker down. Because what it's gonna do is people are gonna be forced to seek out music they actually like. instead of being force fed some bullshit until they get programmed to like it. You know what I'm saying?
If I'm hearing you right,
Yeah.
you are in agreement with what Drake's doing.
I think it's corny, but at the same time, if the result is
Burn the motherfucker
you know
down.
what I'm saying?
Let it burn.
And it's metaphorical, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not
Yep.
the music.
Literally,
The
yeah.
labels is gonna eat no matter
Yeah,
what.
they got
It'll
catalog.
never. They
They
got
got catalog,
catalog,
yeah.
and they still gonna have market share with these streaming sites.
Yeah.
They still got whatever backdoor deals they going, which
Yeah.
Drake is trying to shine a light on now. They still got these backdoor
They got
deals.
record labels. I mean,
Yeah.
radio stations. They
But in
own some
terms of
those.
just metaphorically, in terms of it being, like I say, decentralized and it being a wild, wild west with music, and yeah, this is the time for independent artists, man. Link up, work together, because that's gonna be your leverage.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
and-
it's hard for one motherfucker to do it on your own, but if you can link up with your squad or some cats in your area, and y'all come together and form a little conglomerate, because that's how you create leverage.
And I think it's just going back to like the value of the music as an art. Like, you feel me? We've been, like you said, we've been getting force fed this shit that they telling us is art. We know it's not art, but this is all we get, and so we accepting it. Now it's like, hopefully when this all said and done, that it gives the art, it bring back the value in the art.
But D, it's always been like that though. It's always been payola, bro. The person,
Yeah, I get
the
that.
person with the biggest bag, the person with the loudest mouth, and the person who has the most grind and hustle is the person who wins. I mean, we can go back. You can go watch. You guys watch the James Brown movie?
Yeah.
James Brown won because he figured out the game, and he started figuring. Oh, wait a minute! All I got to do is build relationships with these radio DJs, and he starts sliding them envelopes. And as he starts sliding those envelopes, his music started to go.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the streaming. If you know the guy who got the farm, which the labels know because they've been building these farms forever, we're gonna slide the envelope to the guy
Shit
with the
is
tech
crazy,
farm, and it's
bro.
gonna go.
But see, and with that, like, where's they pulling this money from if you got these bots just running up these numbers? Like, you know?
Because it's the corporations are paying for it. So the way Spotify works is through ad revenues.
So they investors.
So let's say you're Apple. I mean, not Apple. That's
Pepsi.
competitor. Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Dove soap, Johnson & Johnson, whatever. They run ads on the Spotify platform.
And they pay.
Same thing for YouTube and all the other places, right? They run ads, and then and there's a charge for those ads to get run on the platform. So that's why when you have the free subscription for Spotify, you see ads pop up.
Right.
But that's revenue, and then people pay subscriptions. That's revenue.
Right.
So all of that revenue is where the money comes from. The money's coming from all the other corporations. So companies like Spotify, Apple, YouTube, they don't care about the music. They don't care about the culture of the music. All they care about is creating enough tension to keep people on those platforms.
platform, yeah.
And if they can do that, they win. That means the stock prices go up, the shares go up, they get more people involved. They don't care about the music. It's not about the music.
So how do the stream price go up? So
And that's the big discussion.
So
that is the battle that all the artists are having to try to get more money out of the deal. But the problem is there's no union. If there was a union, these fights would be a lot.
And I think it's probably just oversaturation of people that's putting their music on their platform. So I think when the Spotify converted to you got to get 1,000 just to get a piece of the pie, I think that's where a lot of where we losing the value in the art is because so many people is putting out art. And yeah, these people might get $20 of 100, you feel me? But you actually did the numbers to collect the whole 100, you feel me? So how can they get some money out of your money? So it's just, I think that'll help with that too. It's just.
Let me ask you this: 1,000 streams is what? How much does that equate to
Like money?
on Spotify?
Like
Like
$30?
3 cents? No, like 3 cents or some shit.
1,000.
$3.
3 cents. Yeah,
Oh,
$3.
$3.
I know
Okay.
it was
1,000 times point
zero.
$3. That's crazy.
$3.
Oh, $3.
Okay, $3. So we've been hearing in 2024, when they made this change, we heard everybody jumping up and down. Oh my gosh, 1,000! I gotta get to 1,000 streams. Blah 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 blah.
You gotta make $3.
You gotta make $3. You gotta make $3. What are we really arguing about? The electricity costs more for Spotify and all these other companies to do it. That's not the battle we should be fighting.
Yeah.
The real battle is that pot needs to get spread out a whole lot more with the executives making the type of money that they're making in comparison to how the pot is spread out at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the battles we should be fighting. We should be fighting battles like we need a union.
Yeah.
Let's get a union together. So the guys who are performing, the guys who are out there actually hustling, grinding, doing the things that they need to do, they have some sort of protections like health insurance,
Right.
like death benefits, like retirement benefits. Those are the things we should be fighting for. We shouldn't be talking about $3.
Right.
3 hots, bro.
And I'm sorry, I just got to break it down like that because
Right.
I think a lot of times we get caught up into these debates.
Yeah.
We get caught up in these ideas, but we don't really look at the business side of
The
it.
facts.
Right. You know what that shit come down to. I hate to say it, but we just, a lot of us kind of got that V word. They gonna come for me. That victim mentality. We want to argue over some shit that, number one, if you wasn't getting 1,000 streams to begin with anyway, what the fuck difference do it make? And then if it was, it's only $3 goddamn dollars.
Right.
But the narrative in the atmosphere is like, oh, artists against Spotify.
Yeah.
But a lot of independent artists got to realize that ain't even your fight, bruh.
Right.
That ain't your fight
That ain't your
until
fight.
you reach a certain threshold where it's actually affecting your pockets.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
And look, I fell into that shit too. You know what I'm saying? I fell into that. I was big on the NFT shit during, what was that, 2020 to 22, 23. I'm like, because I saw like, okay, artists was making money over there. I made money over there.
Right.
And I was like, man, fuck streaming and all that shit. Thinking with a polar extreme state of mind, thinking there's got to be one or the other. But these streaming sites, they basically are just glorified SoundClouds. You feel me? They promotional tools.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I mean? They just good promotional tools. We really, as artists, got to be trying to go direct to consumer. And have y'all seen that shit? They talking about labels trying to go back to hard copies right now?
Man.
Because you know what they'll do? They got enough money in the relationships to tell car manufacturers and all that shit like, hey, start
Put
putting
CD
CD players
players
back in these
there.
cars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
very possible.
And I was like, niggas gonna go back to CDs? I'm with it. I'm about to be at the gas station,
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
like it's 07.
CD burner, load it up.
I'm with it. You
The
feel
odds
me?
of that happening will be slim enough, but I hope they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, are they
I
gonna
hope
invent?
that's when-
They gotta invent
'cause
something.
The real hustle is gonna come out.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I
Right.
mean,
The young people gonna be sad.
People
Right.
just gotta accept change, man. People
Yeah.
gotta accept change, and if you want the attention, you gotta learn how to use these platforms to your advantage. And most importantly, you gotta get your bag up. The bag comes down to, if you have a bag, you can get as much attention as you need.
Bag that money.
You get on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, whatever it is, and you run your ads, and you run those ads, you gonna get the attention you need.
Exactly.
Right.
People just gotta get off the goddamn couch, get off their asses, stop complaining, and get to work. So look, guys,
Let's take.
we're gonna take a little break.
Get the camera situated.
And we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back, and we're gonna talk about how this lawsuit has affected the whole Super Bowl situation between Drake and Lil Wayne.
Oh.
I know D, you gonna love this.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
we'll be right back at you guys.
Yo.
He a fan.
And
he a
we're
fan,
back.
He a fan. What they talking about? What they talking about?
Man.
Peekaboo.
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Super Bowl.
Let me see. Let me read our nice
So Drake-
large screen we got up here.
So Drake feelings is hurt.
Light skinned nigga energy.
Bruh, feelings is hurt.
That's what we doing today. Huh? We going there today. All right.
Bruh,
All
Yeah,
right.
I'm light skinned some days.
Bruh, feelings is hurt.
Yeah.
And he don't want Kung Fu Kenny to perform.
Not like us.
Is that part of
That
part
is
of the
part of his lawsuit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Cease and desist, brother.
Oh yeah. Defamation of
So
character.
guess what's happened now? The Super Bowl has said, okay, well, you know what? This is all going on. They got this nigga shit going on.
Right.
Come
For
on,
real.
nigga. They got
Right.
this nigga shit going on. We don't understand this hip hop culture.
Right.
But they got this nigga shit going on. So maybe we just not gonna have Kendrick perform. And maybe what we're just gonna do is let's just reach out to Lil Wayne's camp and have a conversation.
Is that what's going on right now? Because I ain't even been up on game. That's what's going
Yeah,
on?
I didn't know that.
That's the word on the street.
What?
Is that confirmed though, or is niggas just talking?
Hey man.
Nigga just talking.
Hey, look. If you Google it right now,
That's what's popping up.
If you chat GPT it right now, if you go on social media, them 3-4 different sources, and those are discussions that are going on. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. But it is what it is. How y'all feel about that?
I think, yeah, that's the first time I'm hearing about. No, actually, I did hear about. I did hear about the cease and desist shit.
Double-edged sword with Kendrick. I go in on bro, but bro goes and cries, and now gets the whole party shut down. It's like that one person that comes to the party, bro. Everybody at the party hanging out, having a good time, doing that shit, and then you get one motherfucker that just shoot up the damn party. Drake is that motherfucker right now. He's shooting up the party right now.
He Eminem off the wash. Came with the AK.
Right. But you know, man, this is a nuanced topic because I ain't gonna lie, bruh. As a man, how would you handle the world calling you a pedophile? It ain't never happened in a hip hop battle ever before. I ain't gonna lie, the gossipy angle was my least favorite. I think it was the best battle in hip hop history, personally, and we can get into that. I'll debate anybody with that based on some MC shit. Yeah. I debate that with anybody, but I didn't like the gossipy angle, that the whole gossipy shit, the kids and you know what I'm saying. I wasn't feeling that.
Yeah.
So that being said, though, you did choose the battle.
Don't open a can of worms.
You saying me? Yeah, you did choose the battle. You know, you might as well sue K-Dot. You might as well sue Kendrick too.
Yeah, and he can sue you.
You trying to include?
Can't do that because it's all under corporations, protected by his corporation. So
no, but I'm saying this within his lawsuit against Universal, or it's not even a lawsuit actually. Actual suit ain't been filed.
He'd have to go sue Kendrick Duckworth. That's his last name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kendrick Lamar is not. It's an entity. You know what I'm saying? So that's why there's. But his claim is not against Kendrick. It's against UMG.
Yeah, but he's including. He wants the defamation to be included in the suit, which is the song by Kendrick. So I'm saying you might as well go ahead and don't play like you trying to keep you trying not to set the courts on somebody.
But in the same
but
shit.
He's suing UMG because UMG distribute the music to the masses.
he said Pro said that they didn't distribute it though.
But no,
you said that.
UMG?
You said
No. Which?
You said no.
They distribute that.
Yeah.
But it was licensed to Kendrick, so UMG distribute the music. Like you said, UMG won in the battle because they had both sides.
Right. Yeah, that shit just nasty, bro. This shit is like, at the end of the day, it's inexcusable. I feel like on some hip hop shit, I feel like it's inexcusable. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yeah, for sure.
And now I still stand on if it has some type of repercussions where, you know, this shit get blown up even more. Like if some kind of way independent artists are able to benefit from it in any type of remote way, then so be it.
For it.
Yeah,
Right.
fuck it. I'm not gonna turn no opportunities down. You feel me? But at the same time, it's ugly.
So
bro.
let's assume Drake wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be a long drawn out.
Yeah, it's gonna
we
be
might
long,
not
yeah.
might not get a result from this for 5 to 10 years.
Right.
But let's just say, let's say Drake walk, and if he win, he walking away with a bag. I'm talking like 2-3 billion.
Well, right now it ain't even the actual suit, so it ain't even no numbers, right? It ain't even no.
Bro, he's asking for some crazy. Look, man, if he walks away, it's gonna be like 2-3 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe less, more or less, right? But let's say he walks away with that. You as an independent artist, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like he did it for the culture?
Fuck no. What?
So how do you feel like you're benefiting from him doing that?
Oh, the only potential benefit I could see is, some kind of way, getting rid of these bots, bro. Getting rid of these fake streams and shit like that.
They ain't going nowhere. That's not going to.
I mean,
It's like saying get rid of the whole internet.
well,
Yeah.
no, because
They
listen,
just gotta get rid of the platforms
remember when
and how they
Facebook?
structured.
No, remember when Facebook had to deal? They had to address it.
Yeah.
They had to address that bot issue because of that the election, the last election with Trump and shit, the first one.
Yeah.
They had it was like a whole thing that Facebook had to address bots. So if somehow if the government has to get involved to keep Spotify honest, to keep these streaming sites honest, they're gonna have to figure out a way to deal with these bots.
Bro, that's like getting the government. So I'm not for the government getting involved with everything, bro.
I mean, it's happened before though.
but
We
if
got
the
precedent.
Just imagine if the government
A
got
lot
in
of this, the primary reason we are the quote unquote big three is because of the government. The government changed the law to where all the radio stations were able to monopolize.
Oh, you talking about back in with that the reason why we don't get neighboring rights or some shit like that? That's what you talking about? Why we not included in
There were way more radio stations. And I'm gonna give you guys. Let me do my fact check. Let me actually pull up the information.
Yeah. For those of y'all that don't know, Pro is our resident tech guy. You know what I'm saying? Our resident AI expert. You know what I'm saying?
And, you know, the Kool Uncle tag over here.
Yeah, man. Look, man. Yeah, you at least you gotta have one cool uncle that know what he doing on them computers.
We gotta give them the facts, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we can't give them the fake shit because it's too much nonsense.
False information, clickbait, all that shit. We all factual over here.
But I mean, that's the only potential benefit I could see. What? Let me see. Let's go into it.
Here it is right here.
Yeah.
The Telecommunication Act of 1996. This was the game changer. This is when, if I'm right, I believe Bush was in office. This is when Bush was in office. And this is what changed everything.
Was Bush in office in '96? That wasn't Clinton.
I don't think it was Bush, bro.
Oh.
The act removed national ownership caps on radio stations and significantly raised local ownership limits. Major companies like Clear Channel, now iHeartRadio, rapidly acquired thousands of stations. Result, a few corporations came to dominate the most radio markets, reducing diversity in content and programming.
I do remember them talking about this somewhere before.
This is the problem. It all started in 1996. Bro.
The monopoly. Yeah.
This is when independence
became corporate.
But that's a completely different conversation from what we talking about with holding Spotify accountable for bot activity.
But nah, this iHeartRadio is a internet platform.
No, I know, but what they did right here. What we just went over. That's different.
No,
but it transitioned into streaming. Radio is transitioning to streaming.
Here it is. So streaming and competition. Radio conglomerates face challenges from streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music. Consolidation continued as large companies aimed to remain competitive by leveraging economies of scale and digital integration.
So that means they was holding their catalogs hostage, basically. Is that what they're saying? They was trying to keep making Spotify and them keeping them honest by saying, look, if you don't give us what we want, we not putting our catalog on your platform. Is that what that's describing right there? That last part we just went over?
So I think more or less it's the whole idea of integration. Like people started shift. There was a shift.
Yeah.
A shift from
radio to streaming.
Yeah,
radio
industry
to
disruptor.
Streaming,
yeah,
right?
streaming was industry disruptor for sure.
And because of that, it put the labels at a disadvantage because they're dependent on the radio, the whole payola system with the radio station. It's still going, but it wasn't as valuable anymore.
Right.
And now you got streaming. So how do we manipulate the whole streaming situation? We got to. There you go. We got to keep winning. So guess what we got to do? We got to start building up these servers, these streaming farms across the world, so we can stay competitive. And
keep a big
the
share.
record labels went public. So when you're publicly traded now, you got to answer to these shareholders now. They don't want to hear you had a bad month. They don't want to hear Beyonce didn't sell enough. They don't want to hear Jay-Z didn't sell. They don't want to hear Drake didn't.
We in the green, we in the good. That's all that matters. We in the green.
Right. That's it. Black, not red. And when it's not working, they like, what are we going to do? So the recipe has been make more bots. Make more bots.
Right.
More Instagram bots. Make it look more exciting. show a little bit more ass, a little bit more titty. Let's get more women rappers. Let's get them shaking and twerking and doing things like that. You fast forward, this is now why we have the artists that we have. And look, man, and this is don't shot to anybody, but if you watch most of the female rappers that are on top right now, before you hear what comes out their mouth, before you listen to what they're saying, the first thing you see is them turn backwards, shaking their ass.
99% of the time, for sure.
I mean, sex always. I mean, Kim and Foxy, they the.
But we heard what they said.
Blueprint
first.
for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We heard what they said first.
Yeah.
It wasn't turn around and twerk. Now it's a twerk contest.
Yeah.
Go ahead, run through all the female artists right now.
Everybody.
No, I'm saying I just
Even the
named the
top
two.
one.
That was the mothers that they introduced that. Kim and Foxy introduced that. Oh, you talking about new artists?
Yeah.
Oh.
Think about them. All the top female artists right now that you.
Oh yeah, even
watch.
the dope ones, because
Even
the two
I just seen
I was about
Doechii.
to bring her up. Even but I mean, we can get into that. I mean, that's a whole nother rabbit hole, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you, this is the way I look at that. I think I said it on this before about the female. I don't look at. Remember, I talked about how the music we grew up on and the shit that the women is the part of the same generation as we was.
Right.
So the men as us, the artists, we like to say we the leaders. We didn't do nothing but call them bitches and hoes for 3 decades straight. So now we mad that they shaking ass on Instagram, but they didn't we didn't do nothing but disrespect them for decades.
But it's reality though.
But that's
Like,
not.
you know what I mean? Even if they wasn't artists or in front of the camera, it's still gonna be going on because that's what the world is. What the world always been. It's been when we go to functions since we've been kids. Niggas bitches shaking ass, and you feel me?
But that's what I'm saying. I just don't like when we take. I don't like the moral high ground aspect in these conversations in hip hop because I know the music I grew up on, and I know how destructive it was to our psyche.
No doubt.
You feel me?
And I don't want you to think that I'm singling out the women.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is compare and contrast on how the record labels have to be more competitive. And
they just
the
put
tactics
more
and
focus.
strategies that they've done to do that because the standard black man rapping on a microphone in front of everybody wasn't getting the same appeal.
For sure. Hell no. The more than some ass and titties? Hell
So
no.
they like this.
Yep, get that nigga off stage.
Yeah, get your ass out of here,
And
son.
that has been a rise in the female
for
artists.
sure.
Yeah.
And they would rather put the money behind them than put it behind a guy talking conscious rap or whatever the case may be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is why what Kendrick is doing is so revolutionary. And this is a direct correlation to what everything Kendrick has said about Drake, about being a colonizer. Kendrick is the one saying, I am for the people. I am the people. I am the culture. I am showing you what the culture is. And Drake's like, that is not the culture. I'm not accepting of that, and I'm not going to go for that. and I'm against that, so we're going to burn it all down. It's no different. I can't even go on this podcast, but it's no different. You get what I'm saying in terms of how forces work against the
go
culture.
in,
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't crash out. Don't crash out, bro.
I'm not gonna crash.
So look, I think that I've had this conversation multiple times. There's being able to make money, and then there's, because you think about it, the quote unquote best rapper in the game has always been somebody who can really rap. It ain't never been, even during this era, because somebody tried to say, oh, NBA YoungBoy, maybe 12-year-olds think he's the best or something. I don't know, but it ain't never been an era where the top 3 artists in hip hop weren't great rappers. No matter if they was my favorite or not, they still could rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
so.
facts.
This is what I think is the more important conversation for the youth is like, yeah, you could get in this shit and make some quick money. You could make a quick buck.
Yeah.
Right.
But it ain't. Do you want to? Is that more important, or do you want to actually make an impact? The artists who can actually use their skills to articulate a message have always had a bigger impact and more staying power.
If you got the budget.
Oh yeah, you got it. I mean, they all had a push.
That message don't mean shit if you ain't got a budget.
Every you don't get to the number 1 spot without a major deal. Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to say that. I'm just going to say if you don't have a budget, because you can go get money from all sorts of resources. The point is if you don't have a budget You don't have the skill set because now the skill set is more than just posting up on the corner now. The skill set is behind these computers and understanding the technology, how to program these things to trigger the algorithm. And if you don't have that skill set, if you didn't go to a marketing class, a coding class, this, that, and the other, and you don't understand that, then you're going to be stagnant. Lou, we talk about this all the time. How easy is it to run an ad?
It's super easy. If you can run your Instagram, you can run an ad.
It's pretty easy, right? But how many people you think out here don't actually know how to do it? They may know how to do it if they take the time to do it. I think anyone can figure it out. But they may have other issues that may be coming up. For example, they may not have a credit card. They may not even know how to go get a prepaid credit card to set that up.
They might not even got a Facebook.
You can't even run the ads if you don't have a credit card or a debit card. Oh, damn, I ran a scam on a bank account, so I can't even get a bank account no more. So guess what? You just like, fuck it. I'm just not going to do it.
Right.
So guess what? Nothing happens.
That's true for some artists.
So you could be the best rapper, but if you don't have the resources, the tool, the know-how.
Right.
It takes a different type of breed to become the best rapper for sure.
The best rapper of today is going to be
tech savvy.
All the above. It ain't just gonna be the guy on the street corner just busting lyrics and chopping people down in the battle group, in the battle raps. It ain't gonna be that person.
It's still gonna take, in terms of, because for some reason we still, in our culture, we still recognize like the shit like, the Grammys and all these metrics for success that come from people outside the culture. You know what I'm saying? So to still accomplish all that, it's going to take much more than just know how to run an ad, too. You still going to need the major marketing dollars from the major labels, and you still going to...
But even the Grammys don't even hold weight no more.
You could apply for the Grammys if you want to.
No, but I'm saying is...
Once Kendrick lost to Macklemore, bro, we knew this shit was rigged.
No, I know, but we still... You think about the Kendricks, the Drakes, the J. Cole, they still come up out of the major, the legacy record label system.
Right.
Those to make somebody a global superstar
takes a lot of money.
It's gonna and not only the money, but
the
actually infrastructure, knowing the business, actually knowing how to collect and where to where to put the money and all that stuff. That's why big companies like a Pepsi or somebody else, these other big companies that got the money. That's why a lot of big companies, they don't like music because they don't understand
how to
that system. You know what I'm saying?
It's culture.
But even if you listen to what Russ was explaining, he like, if you know these 4 guys, you can run the industry.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Has Russ ever had it? He got a deal now, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, no, but Russ was...
he's talking about Russ, not Lil Russell.
Not Lil Russell, just Russ.
I saw Russ. Yeah. Russ, the one you gave Lil Russell the game.
No, I know, but he had a deal now, right?
Yeah, I don't think so now. But
when he was talking about... Because he might be a good example of somebody that actually is a counter to the point that I was just making, was how long was he independent and what level did he reach on his own?
He was already up there by the time he signed.
He was already millionaire independent.
Millionaire, yeah.
That's a good example. He might be one of the only examples we got of somebody
because he produced, mixed all his own music too.
But more important than that, like you say, them 4 people, he established those relationships independently.
He had to eventually meet them people. But I think he got to, you got in the system and then you get out the system. So once you get in the system,
that'd be the thing.
But the thing, like you said, how all Drake people got fired, so they're not even in the system no more. Yeah. So you got to meet the people that do all the firing.
And this shows what your true hustle is, right? Because look, let's say we get a deal. You want to know what I'm gonna ask for in a deal? I'm gonna ask for to have a implant in every major department that works the marketing and promotion, because I want somebody in there that's going to collect that information and that data. I want to know what the moves are, how they're doing, how they are doing what they're doing. So the day comes when we, our contract ends, we got the game.
Right.
We got the information.
And we know the people.
Yeah, we don't.
No, the artists, I feel like in this last decade, because social media, everything is so connected and information is so accessible. Right. Artists have gotten these young artists get way better deals than the older artists. Yeah. For sure.
Well, wait.
The bigger.
Well, I wouldn't say better.
What do you mean by they get better deals?
They get better deals,
What
bro.
do you mean?
The ones who not signing 360s. You know what I'm saying?
Why,
but like,
why do you think they're getting better? Why do you think anyone is getting better
I
deals?
think no. I think
Define-
that's
well, because
same deal.
number
So
one,
better
all of
deal
these
means-
cats, they always are coming in with their own 21 Savage. Even I think even Young Boy, all these cats is coming in with their own entity.
Young boy.
They coming in with their own entity.
Young boy sold everything to Atlantic.
Yeah, but he didn't come in like he had to establish something to sell it off.
I think it's important to be careful on what you say by better deals because
When I say
everybody
better deals,
are-
this-
or
Everybody got
deals are
fucked up.
different.
Dick.
But this okay.
Well,
So
21 got a good
the
deal.
little babies, the 21. What I'm saying is most of these big cats now, even though I don't listen to their music like that, what I notice is they all coming in with their own business entity. That they got old artists beat off the already.
Whether they have their
But
own
they-
business or not doesn't justify if they got a good deal or a bad deal.
Yeah, it's not the only thing, but what I'm saying is we would have to go. Obviously, we don't know their deals, right?
Right.
But when you look at the way that they conduct their business, I think it's because old artists wasn't even they didn't even know to do that. They didn't even conduct their business at all.
I think that's a culture thing. Like in Atlanta, like you just named 2 Atlanta artists.
Yeah,
Like
for sure. Yeah, coming from
culture.
down there. Yeah,
They all about business. They all
Right,
like, nigga,
right.
Like all 3 of us work together. If you about to put out something, we gonna tell you, get you an LLC, get your business together
Yeah.
before you drop this. So once it do take off, you got something to stand on.
But
You
even
feel
the
me?
conversations, like remember when Ack was catching all that heat for talking about old dusty ass OGs in the game that be hating on the youngsters?
Yeah,
You remember when he
niggas
was
do
catching
that.
the heat?
Yeah.
Right. So the LL, remember LL went at him for that. I don't know if y'all remember that.
I seen that.
LL went at him for that because based on this same conversation, he said, look, y'all have way more information than people from my era had. Even LL, what did he sign, a 10-album deal or something crazy like that?
Man, everybody's situation is different. I agree. The information is available. It comes down to if you're gonna get off the if you're gonna get off your couch, and do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Research. You got people got phones right. Man, in my day, man, you had to go to the library, bro, to research shit. You know what I'm saying? You had to pay to get the game.
Yeah.
Right.
You get the game for free now. You pull up
And you don't even use
ChatGPT and you pull, hey, ChatGPT, construct me a fair contract. You know, in fact, when the record label sends you the contract, send me a digital copy of the contract. I'm going to take that contract. I'm going to put it inside of ChatGPT.
Right.
I'm going to say, ChatGPT, break this down for me.
Break this down
tell
for
me,
fifth graders.
tell me what makes sense and what doesn't make sense in this contract.
Right.
And I'm just going to keep asking the questions. And then I'm going to say, what should I negotiate different in this? It's going to give me all the answers that I need. There is no excuses for a bad deal these days.
But now we haven't
to the dollar.
I know, but you change it. We moving right now. Now we're having a different conversation. What we were talking about was art. You're kind of helping me make my point. Artists today have way more information at their fingertips than older artists had. That's all I was saying.
But
there's no
look
excuse
who's
for
telling
a
you this.
good
It's an
or bad.
uncle and not a nephew. You feel me? The uncle is giving you the game. But these young, like he's saying, like these youngsters, bro, they don't even know that they supposed to be doing shit like that.
Who the youngsters today?
The young kids don't know about
I
that,
think
bro.
they do, bro. I think
Not the
y'all
ones that we get that's getting these platforms. They don't look at NBA YoungBoy, bro. You see what he's going through? Like nigga with some type of sense ain't gonna go through no dumb shit like that when you already on the top.
No, yeah, nothing is uniform, right? So like you were saying, everything is case by case. But when I look at Instagram, I see a bunch of new artists every single day running ads. They got their shit, and it look better than my shit look for sure. They got the look.
They watching the Kool Uncle Podcast. They watching that.
Right.
The game, people are learning. That's what it's about, right? And guess what's going to happen? Eventually, everybody's going to know, or enough people is going to become saturated, and now it becomes a popularity contest, which it is now.
That's what it is now.
And it comes down to what? The bag.
Yeah.
Who has the biggest bag? Because if I can run $1,000 a day on ads, I'm going to be plastered on everybody's Instagram, everybody's Facebook, everybody's TikTok.
Right.
And it's up to me to decide what the reach is. Imagine just running $1,000 a day just in
$1,000 a day.
5 zip codes.
Crazy.
You know the impact of just running $5 a day. Imagine with $1,000 a day. This is what we're up against when we're talking about independence versus major.
Oh
Right.
yeah,
That's it. And that's really what it is. The marketing budget.
They don't know anything different than what we know. They just got a bigger bag. But it's up to you to go get the bag however you see fit.
well, that's why I said that's why I said earlier when I was like, yo, artists got to come together. That's the leverage is coming together.
That's it. Collaboration.
And that's what I be talking about, like unions and things like that. You know, people come together, we have more leverage, and just collaboration. People don't understand the power of collaboration. But the problem is a lot of times artists have an ego, a pride thing like, oh, I just want to do my own thing. Well, do your own thing, but you need to collaborate with people
Right.
and put your monies together. Because if you put your monies together, then you can compete.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, the culture, the fans, the streets, the people are going to pick who they want. But guess what? You won't even have the chance to even showcase who you are if you can't even get the attention, garner the attention. The attention you need is to run the ads.
Right.
And I don't want to sound like I'm advocating for, you know, Facebook, Meta, and all these different
Yeah,
companies.
they don't sponsor us.
This is just.
Oh yeah.
See, this AI shit, this AI shit crazy. It's talking to you.
Let's just take a break. So because it's almost at the 30 minutes.
This is just what the game is.
We just do a close out.
You see, they talking about the deals and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how much of that shit is like accessible. That information is
Yeah, no,
accessible.
you would never know nobody deal.
Yeah, the end, like the end.
Because I was explaining to him my pub deal that I took back in 2013. He was like, "Nigga, you got that kind of deal? They don't give those deals out." So it's just really everybody's situation different. But I'm probably 1 out of 1,000. You feel me?
Yeah.
With that deal.
Yeah. All right, Master P, we hear you, man.
No,
you know what I'm saying? We hear you, young person. You know what I'm saying?
But even in the course, like each beat I sold, my deal was kind of different.
Yeah.
So it's like, nigga, yeah, I got one good deal, but I got 5 other bad ones.
Right.
So just kind of closing out. I do wanna touch on that because I think it makes sense. So you asked if record label deals are public information. They're not, right? They're usually confidential agreements,
which makes sense.
Between, but here's something. It made me want to research something. So check this out. So I pull this information up. It says when deals become public, because sometimes we do get them right.
Right.
It comes through litigation and legal disputes.
Yeah.
Public statements by artists, SEC filings, and leaks.
So I wonder how. Yeah, the leaks for sure.
So
yeah.
it all goes back to what we've been talking about today, and why for those on the business side who don't understand why Drake's doing what he's doing, in order to get all of this information,
He has to
go through litigation. He knows that.
Yeah, but what he did too, it's not an actual lawsuit. It's like he filed for information. He didn't actually file a lawsuit.
But it's leading up to the end road will be the lawsuit.
They're trying to get the information to file the lawsuit. Is my understanding right now.
He don't got enough evidence, so he's trying to get the evidence.
Yeah. That's what the super duper Drake fans, they've been trying to defend him on that shit, which is like,
but
bro.
still, nigga, you don't use Kendrick. You don't use Kendrick to prove your point.
Right. Yeah, man, this shit is crazy. We in some time. These are some crazy times, bro.
Is it?
In hip hop, for sure.
Or is it just the same thing that's been going on forever?
This is new. This ain't never happened.
Now you seen Noriega say he got sued 4 times for battle rapping.
For battle rapping?
Yeah, man, this stuff been going on.
He said for dissing, like nigga sued him.
Oh, but it's just what he didn't put it on blast.
We didn't have the internet when he got sued.
We are in a time right now where the smallest thing can go viral. The smallest thing can
be revealed.
Can bring somebody down. Shit, look what 50 did to Ja Rule. You know what I'm saying? Like now everything's on a larger scale. You post something on social media and say that you a child molester of some sort, you could bring somebody down. Just like that. This is what Drake's going through right now.
It ain't got to be true at all. You know what? I say this all the time, too, and it's true. You're right. It really ain't nothing crazy or new that's going on. It's just that everything is out in the open now.
Yeah.
Cause we ain't never. So that's what's new. That's what's crazy. The social media
information
shit
travels faster
than it ever has before.
and there's no gatekeepers.
No gatekeepers.
It is how I feel and what I want to say. So
What I'm thinking.
I could feel. So if I'm an artist and I'm in the studio and I'm off some walk and I'm just feeling the way that I'm feeling and I'm
walk.
I done popped a few. You know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling the way that I'm feeling. Guess
Right.
what? I'm just gonna blast whatever I want to blast, whether it's true or not.
Right.
But the people who follow me and believe in me,
They don't believe you.
they're gonna believe whatever I tell them. They're gonna believe. They're gonna believe whatever I tell them to the core, and they are going to go fight those battles.
And they gonna preach it too. He was right.
Right.
I got the proof.
Right. Yeah, that tripped me out the way that the fans was. This shit created a motherfucking hip hop civil war.
Yeah.
It's what hip hop needed, though.
You know what I'm saying?
Divide and conquer.
It's what hip hop
Who's
needed.
gonna conquer?
And guess where the trophy's at now? Guess where the World Cup is at now?
Where it belong.
On the
to
West. On the West.
Oh, y'all going there? Y'all
On the
Y'all
West.
going there? Okay, I see where y'all
know,
going.
man.
I was
West
just
Coast
gonna say
bias.
I was gonna say for the culture, but yeah, for sure.
But it's our culture, the West
Right,
Coast.
right,
you
right,
feel
right,
me?
right.
Take us out of here.
But yeah, man, it was good chopping with the Kool Unks today. We talked about the Kendrick and Drake little situation. Hopefully it works out in our favor. And, it helped us all out. But, man, Drake, come on, bro. That was some whole shit. But until next time.
Turn the TV off.
Peace. Right, let the party die.
I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, ayy, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, ayy, I'm the cool uncle. Yeah, I'm the cool uncle. Profile shorts, white tee.